Shalom, shalom. Bear with me for a minute. Alright. Alright, shalom, shalom. This is the brother Yeshaya coming at you again to the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, B'Hashem Ruach HaKodesh. And before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahushai, B'Hashem Ruach HaKodesh. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, pushing his word throughout the four corners of the earth in truth, righteousness, and sincerity. To you I say shalom. Right, so I want to do this lesson on this tweet, that was sent to the group chat, and I know brothers did a video on this earlier, and I just felt like since I couldn't join in their video, I figured I'd do my own, including a little bit of their of what they said, in their video, and adding my 2 cents in it as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and read this. This is from, I guess, Saint Mog. I guess that's what this dude's name is supposed to be. But it says, I don't believe that the Bible is talking about us blacks, and even if it did, why would you want to have such a psychopathic and tyrannical God who throws you in and out of slavery for not obeying his absurd commands? So as you can see, man, this is the mindset of a two-turd, right? Of a damn nigga. And these are the minds that America breeds. Motherfuckers like this. Destined for destruction, man. Right? I mean, we make so many videos about us being the true Israelites. I mean, if we ain't the true Israelites, then we don't know who is it. Who is it? Who are the true Israelites? Who fits prophecy better than us? Right? Who went into captivity? Who fit the curses? Who were scattered among the nations? Who don't know what their nationality is, but now is coming back into remembrance? Who are those people? Right? But then again, you got 2/3 who just ain't gonna accept it. They're just not. Even if you come with a most clearest explanation, you got the right words and everything. It's not up to us to wake up the minds, right? We're just here to push his message, right? And Lord willing, the Most High is the one that opens the minds of the elect. And Lord willing, those who receive the message are part of the elect, right? So we don't care what niggas like this have got to say, because ultimately you're set for destruction. Ultimately, your end is gonna be through nuclear destruction or some other horrific death, right? Let me read this again. It says, I don't believe that the Bible is talking about us blacks, and even if it did, why would you want to have such a psychopathic, tyrannical God who throws you in and out of slavery for not obeying his absurd commands? See, and this is just a worldly ass Jake, man. Slakia. This is a worldly ass Jake who is used to doing whatever the fuck he feels like doing, right? Continuing in his wicked ways. Because amongst 2/3 of Jake, wickedness is in for them. That's their lifestyle, wickedness. Who can outdo who in committing sin, right? You know, and you see that, you see that throughout, these world star hip hop videos. You know, you see YouTube videos, stupid ass challenges, stupid ass, just stupid shit, man. That Jake be getting involved in. You know, that black culture, which black means void of light. So pretty much Jake is in this dark abyss, and they don't want to get out of it. They want to stay in there, in that cesspool, right? And plus, the Most High, actually, actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and jump into some scriptures, because I'm jumping the gun. I want to get this precept. I know one of the brothers brought it out in the video that they did. How did it go? How did it go? Can't remember the precept. Salakia, bear with me for a second while I think about this. Okay, right here, Romans 3 and verse 3. It says, "For what if some do not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? God forbid. Yea, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified by thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged." That's right. So it doesn't matter whether you believe or not. The prophecies are going to come to pass. 2/3 is going to die in nuclear fire. 1/3 is going to be delivered. Esau is going to go into captivity, right? So it doesn't matter what y'all got to say. Obviously, it matters to you since you got something to say. But that's just 2/3 just being scoffers and mocking his word like they did in the past. They coming back in that same lot, man. Coming back in that same role. As scoffers, mockers, 2/3, man. Coming in the spirit of Satan. Which is why they got to be destroyed, man. 2/3 has got to be done away with. Because they're pretty much against the Most High. They're traitors, right? So now, from here, let me go to Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 4, because like that guy said, like that dude said in his tweet, you know, why would you want to serve a God like that puts you in and out of slavery for not obeying his commands? Well, that's because he views us as his children. Just like you have certain laws, like if you have children, you have certain laws in the household, right? That you got to maintain. And if your children ain't listening, ain't obeying, they're being disobedient, what are you gonna do? You're gonna give them an ass whooping, right? So that way they can correct themselves. It's the same way the Most High deals with us, right? What do you do first? You tell your son, you see what he's doing. You be like, hey, he stop that, and he ain't stopping. Hey, next thing you got to pull out the belt and start whooping his ass. The Most High does the same thing. He sends out his prophets, right, to warn you to, hey, repent, turn back to the Lord, stop doing this, stop doing that. And because if you don't, we give you the warning, man. Hey, if you don't, hey, destruction to you, death to you. That's not of us. That's from the Lord, right? And once you don't listen to the word, hey, all that's left is for the belt. The belt will come out, right? So let me read this. Hebrews 12:4, it says, "Ye have not resisted unto blood, striving against sin," meaning you haven't laid down your life, you know, fighting against sin. It says, "And ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. For whom Yahweh loveth, he chasteneth." Salakia. "For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. If ye endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons. And what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not?" You see? So if you're getting chastened, you know that the Most High is treating you like a son. He wants you to correct your ways. Verse 8, it says, "But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then ye are bastards and not sons." You see? So that's the reason why the Most High deals with us this way. Because he views us as his children, man. And he had to beat us with that whip. He had to pull out the belt to get us back in order, get us back in line. And like it says right here, hey, if he didn't do that, then ultimately that means he didn't view us as his children. But obviously he did. So what the hell is this dude talking about? And one thing, well, actually, before I get to that point, before I say what I'm gonna say, I want to get this too. 1 John chapter 5, verse 3, it says, "For this is the love of the Most High, that would keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous." That's right. That's the true love of the Most High, is that we keep his commandments. That's how we show our love, right? That's how we show our love to the Most High. That's how we show that we believe, that we care, that we obey him. And it says his commandments are not grievous. And that's right. They ain't hard, even though we can't keep it 100%. You know, they're not grievous. Everything, all the commandments are beneficial to us, right? Like the the law of not wearing mixed fabrics. That's beneficial to us, because information is coming out showing you how when you wear mixed fabrics, it lowers your vibration, the frequency, your aura. When you eat pork, crab, shrimp, lobster, it raises your blood pressure, causes cancer. All kinds of diseases come from that. Not eating clean foods. Right? Even the circumcision, it helps with certain diseases. And many more, man. Many more things. The law of of man not dealing with men. Of course, man. That's obvious, man. Unless you want to, get AIDS and die. Everything that the Most High has written down for us to follow is beneficial for us to live a long and healthy life. These commandments ain't grievous. But now let me get oh, I wanted to make this point that one of the brothers mentioned in this video, or in the video that I saw. They said, one of the brothers said, Jake will disregard the Most High and following His commandments because he thinks that, the Most High is tyrannical and, power hungry or whatever, right? But not knowing that they'd rather go side with Esau, who is even worse. Well, not even worse, but who is worse. You can't get no lower than serving the damn devil, man. And Jake would rather go serve the devil than to serve the power, who is righteous. They'd rather serve Esau the wicked, who, if he disobeyed one law, his draconian laws, which he's going to try to implement soon, he can kill you for any little thing. And when he gets that thing in you, that C hip, hey, all bets are out the window, man. He can do with you whatever he pleases, control you in any way. Shit, if you don't, if you believe a certain belief that he don't want you to believe, you believe a certain narrative that he doesn't want you to follow, he can just cut off your chip and you ain't eating, man. You're gonna be ostracized from society. You can be, you ain't gonna be able, you won't be able to buy or sell stuff. You might be fired. You know, just an oppressive fucking lifestyle, and we see that, coming in we see that this is the type of society that Esau wants to implement, where he's at the top, full control, draconian laws, and everybody else on the bottom worshiping his ass, being afraid of him. That's what he wants. Ultimately, he wants the blessing back, and he's going to try to do it his way, right? But like I said, like the brother made mention in their video, why would you serve the devil than to serve the Most High? The scripture says, never to trust thine enemy, because as iron rusteth, so does his wickedness, or so is his wickedness. Meaning he can't get rid of his wickedness, man. His wicked nature. It's there forever. It's there forever, man. You can't wipe it off. Right? You can't trust your enemy. And that's what Esau has been to us for the longest. Our enemy. And Jake wants to go and sign contracts and make deals with them. They trust in him and his system, which is ultimately going to be the downfall, right? Isaiah, I believe, 31:1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. Woe to all them Jakes who would sooner trust in Esau than the Most High, right? But let me get this. Hebrews 6 and verse 10, it says, for the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed toward his name, in that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. See, so the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work, your labor of love, everything that you do for him, right? He's not like Esau, man, right? And actually, let me get that. It's in the Apocrypha, Wisdom of Solomon, 5 and oh, what happened? Okay, hold on. All right, this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5 and verse 1. It says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him. And who has afflicted us? Esau. Right? Predominantly Esau, but also these other nations. Right? It says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors. Right, man? They made no account of our labors, man. They forget everything that we've done. You can go to work and put in good work for your boss, for your company, whatever, right? They might give you a little pat on the back, this is that. But if you're working for Esau, man, he's going to regard that as nothing. He's going to forget about that a couple days from then. Then you might slip up, might have your phone out, and, he's going to write your ass up right then and there. Or, you might make a mistake, and he won't regard your past work. He'll just count you for what you did then and there, and it might get you fired. You see? But the Most High, he's righteous, man. Even though you fuck up, the Most High knows your heart. He knows if you mean well or not. And, hey, he'll show you mercy. Just like he showed David mercy. Right? Now, I just want to get one more precept. Because, Jake over here saying that he doesn't think that we're the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. And I wanted to bring this out earlier, but I couldn't remember the precept, so I'd rather just bring it out now. First John, and please excuse my coughing. I mean, not First John. What was I saying? It was Matthew 12 and verse 39. Now, like I mentioned before earlier, we fit the prophecies. We fit, us going back into Egypt by ships. We fit all the curses. We fit that we'll be scattered amongst the nations. So we fit the prophecies, the curses to a T. We are the people of the Lord, man. And even now, since we're rising back up, we're getting reintroduced to our true heritage, right? And also, we got the true name. We know that we're Yasharallah, the Prince of the Power. We're coming back to remembrance, like I said. All this is coming back, man. What other nation fits fit these prophecies? What other nation? There is none. There's only us, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? And I just wanted to bring out this precept to go along with that, because like I mentioned, we're coming back to our remembrance. At the same time, who else is out here proclaiming the word, right? Who else is out here telling our people or telling other people to wake up? They are the real nation of Israel. What other nation doesn't know their true identity, right? So this is Matthew 12 and 39. But he answered and said unto them, an evil and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall no sign be given to it but the sign of the prophet Jonah. So that's the major sign that's going to be given to the nation of Israel in these last days. The prophets. Who else is out there in the highways and byways with garments on, bringing out the truth of the scriptures? There's none. Now you got your little Christian sects out there. You got your Jehovah's Wickedness, with their suits and ties on, bringing out that Jesus loves everyone bullshit. But they ain't coming in the truth. They ain't coming in waking up our people. All they're doing is pushing, forwarding the agenda of these elite. That New World Order bullshit. That unity bullshit. The Most High never dealt with unity. That's why he divided everybody from the Tower of Babel. That's why he had a chosen seed. Throughout the whole scriptures, he mentions a chosen line, a chosen lineage. You see? So again, let me read this again. Matthew 12:39. But he answered and said unto them, An evil and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall no sign be given to it but the sign of the prophet Jonas. The prophets are here, man. Through these videos, out there in the highways and byways, right? Proclaiming the word, forwarding the message. To what? To wake up the elect. Because once the elect are sealed, that's it. Our work is done. And all we gotta do is wait for salvation, right? Yeah, man. That's all I had on this. Just figured I'd give my 2 cents on this nonsense. Stupid Jake, man. You know, it was just something that, I read it and I was thinking about doing a video on it, but then I saw the brothers do a video. I was like, dang, yeah, I gotta say something on it. Scripture just started popping in my head. But yeah, man. Hopefully this lesson was edifying. I'm gonna go ahead and close it out by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachaha Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, pushing his word throughout the four corners of the earth in truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Till the next time, I'm going to say Shalom.